Hey y'all, Natalie here today for a cherry on top, and it is the first of the month, so we have our design team blog hop, and today we are using both of these mood boards to inspire layouts, and it's so fun to see all the different things that different people come up with using the same mood board. So I have these photos that I took of my parents on our Thanksgiving celebration. So I'm gonna use mostly the first mood board, but also some wooden elements from the second mood board that I posted to make the layout. So I chose this pink background paper, and I just wanted to add a little bit extra interest. So I'm just gonna have a white border sticking out of both of the sides. So I'm cutting it down just a little bit smaller. And my idea was to use that vellum that I showed you earlier with this new punch. I know that I always get lots of comments on my pages that I use that large scallop punch from EK Success. And so I found this one in the store as well. And it's a different design, but it's still a large punch and it's so pretty. So I decided, why not use both of them on a layout? So my idea is to do just like a layered stripe down the middle of the page. So I cut out all of these pieces in vellum as well as in white and the light wood grain. And that paper that looks like bark is from Kaiser Craft. So they just kind of go along with the mood board, and I feel like they go well together. So now I'm gonna doctor up these wood veneer pieces. I have these from a really old fall sticker sheet from Target, and I broke the word give there, but it's okay because I'm going to glue it down anyway, so I'll just glue it back together. So I'm going to heat emboss this Wow embossing powder in gold glitter onto the word give, and then I'm going to heat emboss the rest of the letters in white, and then like this textured glaze embossing powder that kind of makes it look like ice and snow, which is fitting for today because as I'm doing this voiceover, it is a blizzard outside. It's so pretty, but the ground wasn't warm enough, so nothing is sticking. It has literally been snowing for hours, which never happens here, and I cannot believe the kids haven't been called out of school yet, though, even though it's not sticking, but they love to call school out for snow. So there we have the letters embossed. I'm about to emboss them in white. And since I already told you what was going on, I will let you know that this is a blog hop. So I'll link down below to my blog as well as the Cherry on Top blog. And there's only 5 blogs to hop around to, but if you leave a comment, then you will be entered to win a gift card for $10 to the store. And I will also post my affiliate link down below if you just can't wait and you need to go purchase items right now, because you probably should. I didn't use those Nordic stars that are up there on the left. Those are from a project I previously completed, but those stamps are the best from Catherine Pooler, and they're in the store with coordinating dies. So this is the textured glaze. And like I said, it just kind of does this shiny clear coat on top, and it's a little bumpy, and it looks like a frosted window, which I think is really cool because that definitely was a vibe that I got off of the mood board. So, and it would be really cool if you guys want to play along with the mood boards as well. They're both really gorgeous and totally my jam with like the rustic sparkle and everything. So I would love to see what you all make. I'm also going to distress the edges of the vellum pieces with the same gold glitter embossing powder from Wow. And just remember that when you are doing embossing powder on vellum, heat it from behind because it is so thin and you don't want the embossing powder bubbling up too much, getting too much heat on it. So I just wanted to add a little bit of oomph to that vellum to make sure that it stood out when I layered up all of the border punched pieces that I had done. And I'm also going to cut all of these down, which you'll see in a minute, to fit just down a narrower stripe down the middle of the page. So I'm just going to lay it out kind of just to see what it's going to look like, make sure that the design idea that I have in my head is working. go ahead and put the pink background paper down onto the white background paper. And my friend Kara is so good at these like delicate little paper tears that look so great. And that's what I'm going to attempt to do here. I don't do it quite as well as she does, though. I don't know what it is. There's just a certain perfect art to it. But I'm going to start cutting down the border punched pieces that I punched out and layering them up. There's no rhyme or reason. There's not a particular order I'm putting them in. Just making sure that they look good, appealing to the eye. So now we'll start sticking those down. And I just use my tape gun. And I start from the bottom so that I can layer it one on top of the other. So you don't really see the top border. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully you know what I mean. Like a cascading layer. And yep, there it is. The top layer. So I'm going to cut off the excess that's sticking off of the top there. And I think this is maybe when I do my tears. They look okay. It's just, I don't know how she does it. She just makes it look so effortless and good and natural. So I have my photos backed in white cardstock, and I'm going to place them on the page, and then I'm going to use my Nuva adhesive to glue down the title and those two leaves. And then I decide that we need gold leaves to go with the white leaves. So I just took a strip of leftover white cardstock. I think about using that star there, but then I'm like, no. And I just inked up the entire strip, and then I put the embossing powder on it. So basically kind of made my own gold glitter cardstock. And I just used that piece to die cut some foliage just to make sure that it completely matches the give word and the distress that I put on the vellum. So isn't that so satisfying? I love to emboss, obviously. I've done a ton on this layout. But I just love to use glitter on my page, and it's such a good way to use glitter without making a mess on your page. It's not gonna fall off after years in your scrapbook. It should be good to go. So now we're gonna layer up everything, put the photos down. I do overlap my title a little bit onto the photos. I won't make you watch all of that. I did have to set those punches down on top of those letters that didn't really want to stick. But now I'm going to add in the gold leaves that I made with the embossed white. I'm going to move one of them down at the bottom of the page. And because I decide that it looks nice to make them stick out on either side of the middle rectangle, just to kind of give some disorder to the straight rectangle that we have there. And we end up having 3 clusters because I'll go through here in a minute and add some stickers. So I'll have that cluster down there at the bottom, then the one by give, and then I'll put one up there at the top of the photo. So we will have a visual triangle, which always is a good way of making your page appealing. So like I said below, I'm going to link the blogs. Make sure you hop around. It'll take you just a minute. Make sure to leave a comment and you'll be entered to win $10 to the store. They have had so many amazing sales going on this past weekend. So definitely stock up for your Christmas holidays, crafty gifts that you need to give to anyone. I fluffed up a little bit of the borders, just kind of wanted to add a little dimension. So I just pulled all of these sticker sheets that had some gold on them from my stash. And I end up using these from Jen Hadfield. And they just have these really pretty florals on a white background. So I think I picked 4 of those. Excuse me. And I add them to the clusters, or make a new cluster up there. And I will add journaling onto this page after. I just haven't done it yet. But I do think it is important to journal and tell your story. And And I have those really cute glitter hearts that were in my stash as well. Using up some stash stuff, but those perfectly matched the glitter and foil that I had going on in my clusters. So I add those on, and a few pale pink stickers from that We Are Memory Keepers collection. I cut that one chevron a little bit to kind of make an arrow. And I think we're about done. So I thank you for watching. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and make sure to complete the blog hop. So thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.